Texas-sized TV series Landman premiered season 2 on Paramount Plus tonight. The production of the show taking over the streets of Dallas, Fort Worth, all throughout North Texas over the summer. You may have seen the series yourself in your neighborhood, turning a lot of area neighborhoods into Hollywood backlots as well, generating a lot of excitement. And new tonight are Amelia McGovero sitting down with some of the Landman stars, and even a real-life oil man who says the show hits closer to home than we may think.
You got to secure the land, then manage the people. That's my job.
Only in Texas could a story this big and this explosive feel this real. The hit show Landman finally returns with a second season, and Billy Bob Thornton returns as Tommy Norris, a landman navigating West Texas oil wells and the chaos that comes with the oil industry.
You don't want to go to the hospital with that?
No, I want a cigarette and a Dr. Pepper.
And real-life oil man Tom Bass Jr. knows that chaos all too well.
I am an oil man through and through. I had so many different facets of work in this business. I've gone the whole gamut, even working with landmen.
Bass just isn't an oil and gas CEO. Born and raised in Fort Worth, he was also neighbors with Landman creator Taylor Sheridan, the mind behind Yellowstone and a string of hit shows filmed right here in North Texas.
Whatever he was going to become as an adult, he was going to be aggressive. It's just unbelievable to me that one individual can come up with so many different characterizations of life, especially when I stop to think about the fact where he grew up.
And it was hard for them to understand my Arabic.
That lifelong connection even landed Bass a cameo in season 1.
I started talking again. I talked, and I talked, and I talked, and he finally said, "Cut." So when I thought it was all over with, I was getting up from the couch. Taylor came walking over. "Tom, I want you to do it one more time." And I says, "Taylor, I can only tell so many lies."
Oh my gosh. Landman brought plenty of North Texas flavor to the screen. Billy Bob spotted shooting in Dallas, a local gas station turned into the show's main bar, and even the Petroleum Club in Fort Worth getting its spotlight. Now here at the Petroleum Club, it sits on the highest floor of the tallest building in Fort Worth. And if this room that I'm standing in looks familiar, it's because it was actually featured in the very first episode of Landman. And true to fashion, real life oil deals actually get done in this very space.
Walk me through just the conversations that you've had in this space. You know, what is a space like this, you know, for oil and gas men?
Companies have been bought and sold from this particular location. That's where we signed deals. We didn't worry about the attorneys.
And Bass says the show doesn't just nail the deals, it also nails the dangers.
I've seen life and death in the oil and gas industry. The realism of it was just amazing to me, especially how he staged some of the catastrophes in episode 1. Okay, it brought back a lot of painful memories to me. As I have been working in the oil industry for years, I've seen tragedies like that occur.
Okay, now fair warning, for this next part, there might be mild spoilers. So plug your ears in 3, 2, 1. Okay, roll tape.
Every dime you ever made, I pumped it out of the ground.
Season 1 ended with Tommy jumping from landman to CEO. And this season brings out the big guns, including the legendary Sam Elliott.
So obviously you're joining season 2 as Tommy Norris's dad. What drew you to joining Landman? Was it Texas?
What draws me to a project is there are two things. And number one is what's on the page, and the other thing is who you're working with. And, you know, after my experience with 1883 and working with Taylor and that whole bunch and with 101, it's just, you know, it was a no-brainer.
We get to the heart of these characters. It's really a touching season. I think the audience is not only going to have a lot of laughs from the shenanigans that Dale pulls, but some tears are going to come along the way, too.
In a show built on Texas grit, Bass hopes fans see the pride and also the price of the industry that fuels this state.
I really appreciate Taylor coming out with Landman. It romanticizes the oil and gas industry while at the same time it points out the perils and the dangerous jobs people do in the oil fields. And I can understand how it could have interest for all of humanity.
In Fort Worth, Amelia McGalvero, CBS News, Texas.